Sup, peoples? Got here a battle for you guys. This battle is versus AceStarThe3rd. Round 2 in Mulvone's Tourney. Round 1, I kinda got a freebie due to the fact that my opponent was a no-show. So, that happened. But anyways, team analysis shit going on. I see that Rotom and Infernape kind of destroy it. If Celebi wasn't there, Rotom would, and if Landorus wasn't there, Infernape would. And that's that. Ferrothorn's probably not going to see much play due to the fact that he has a T-Tar, he has a Heatran, he has a Spinner, like, just whatever. Um, just too many things that could set up on it. A couple of sheer force earthquakes would keep it at bay, so whatever. I see that Landorus T outspeeds his entire team except for his Landorus. At least I would assume. And I see his Heatran, and like every other Pokemon on his team could Stealth Rock, so I didn't think that thing was like a rock, like Stealth Rock's user. I thought it was like two things. Either one, it was a sub Tran, like sub Torment or Roar or something, or it was like Scarf. But I don't think Ace is that bad of a player to run Scarf Tran. So yeah. Plus, I already think his Landorus is Scarfed. So there's that. So that's his little, or my little team analysis thingy majigger thing. So let's just get into the battle, because I'm apparently boring you people, I would assume. So he leads off with Landorus, and I lead off with my Infernape. Obviously that's bad, because I think he's Scarfed, so I'm just going to go into Rotom, as he Earthquakes. So, good for me. And he does switch. He doesn't U-turn or anything like that, so presumption confirmed, I guess. So I go for the Volt Switch because I knew he's going to switch out because he's choice, obviously. And then I go into Lanky Kong, which then I, start U-turning. It's all the Volt turns. Even though I only have one U-turn and one Volt turner. But anyways, I U-turn as he goes into Heatran, which is kind of cool, I guess, as I go into my Landorus. Heatran is going to obviously get scared out because of the fact that I'm a giant-ass threatening ground type that can use Earthquake, so I'm going to go for the substitute. Which doesn't really work out for me because of the fact that apparently Fortress's Gyro Balls break my sub, which kind of sucks. A little. So, yeah, there's that. But I do switch out, which is kind of bad because he predicts it, but what can I do, really? As he goes for the Toxic Spikes. Gets only one layer, which I guess is okay. And the only two Pokemon that can really get hurt by Toxic Spikes is Infernape and Starmie, which, Rapid Spins and all that jazz. But yeah, so I go for the Volt Switch as he goes into Celebi, which, here we go again with this thing. Except not really, because I go into this guy. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. I guess I wanted some spikes. So yeah. I go for the spikes, I would assume. Because I had this battle, like, not even 2 hours ago. So I hope I remember this battle. Yeah. Going to Landorus again, as he goes for Fire Blast. Now, seeing how much Fire Blast did, it kind of looks like he's Boa. Only because Fire Blast did that much, but I don't really know calcs on T-Tar's Fire Blast on Landorus T, so how would I know? But either way, I thought he was going to switch, and at the same time, maybe you could miss Fire Blast, so I went for the sub. But turns out that he switches now, as I actually Earthquake, which kind of sucks. But that happens. Now I know he's probably going to U-turn, but he could go for the HPI, so I might as well just go into Rotom. As he does go into his Celebi again. Now, I'm hoping that this thing doesn't have a grass move. I wouldn't think it would, just because it's Ace, and I don't know, what Celebis have grass moves, really? Giga Drain? I mean, come on. But yeah, he goes for the HP Fire, as I go for the Volt Switch, and go back into Infernape. So, Volt Turn for the win, I guess. But I believe at this point, since I did get poisoned, but I guess that doesn't really matter, but I don't want to Volt Turn every single time if I'm going to get poisoned and get hurt by Sandstorm, so I think I do go for the Close Combat here, because I know that Close Combat could do some damage to Landorus, and second of all, he went into Heatran the first time, so maybe, but yeah, that happens. And I obviously don't want to go for Flare Blitz because A, I don't want to take Recoil, but not only that, because he could go into Heatran and it does nothing. So yeah. And then I switch to Rotom and he goes for Focus Blast, which is kind of weird. He has Earthquake, U-Turn, and Focus Blast. Like, what? But okay. I go for the rest, but he hits both, so I shrug. That happened. So, going to Starmie, I go for the Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump does nothing, but it does get a crit, so that's good. Calc how much Ice Beam would do. Definitely would kill with the special attack investment I have. But I go for the Ice Beam, and he gets the utmost min damage ever. But I freeze, so give or take, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take a freeze for sure. So he gets frozen and he dies, which is kind of cool. Yeah. He now goes back into his Landorus. Obviously, U-turn is coming. So I go into Ferrothorn because after the Iron Barbs damage, I'm hoping Close Combat from Infernape would kill it. So that would make him not want to go into that thing, which is kind of cool. But I didn't really think about, oh yeah, he can go into Heatran for free now. So that kind of blows. But then he just hard switches back out into the Landorus, which I don't really understand why he did that. But I go into Latias, I guess, and U-turn again. So yeah, but this time I do go for the go into Landorus just in case he does A, Earthquake, B, Focus Blast. I know he's not going to HP Ice. I wouldn't think he would, but if he did, then I could go into Infernape afterwards, or Starmie, because at this point Starmie hits everything on his team with Hydro Pump super effectively, except for Fortress, which LOL Fortress. So yeah, this Landorus does have HP Ice, but I did a Herp Derp moment and realized, wait a minute, I'm Adamant Nature with HP Ice. How does that work out? And it doesn't, so it did absolutely nothing. In fact, Earthquake would have done more, probably. That's a probably, I could be wrong. Either way, I get Starmie out. Starmie obviously can go for the Hydro Pump on everything on his team. Surprisingly, Starmie does not KO with the Hydro Pump, which is like whatever, I guess. But it's not enough, like he's not low enough that I could Ice Beam him, and I really think he's going to go into one of his ground types, predicting the Thunderbolt, so I did chance the Hydro Pump again, and by God, I am too good at this game, and he goes into Landorus. So threat is gone. Now Infernape can sweep through the rest of his team easily, for the most part. I mean, I guess there is still Hippowdon, but Hippowdon. Now he goes into T-Tar. I kind of wanted to just fodder this thing and do as much damage as I can. Herp derp and slurpity derp derp, whatever. That really didn't make sense. Why did I even say that? But he pursued it, and I Hydro Pumped and I missed. So yeah, that happens. Not really that big of a deal because I have the monkey. So close combat. I was almost scared that he had Chople. Actually, wait, did he have leftovers? I didn't even remember. Whatever. Point is, he died to close combat. So that happened. Yeah, so he goes into this thing. I knew he had Protect, because at least I would assume he had Protect. That's the reason why he went into that thing. I was thinking he's going to Protect, then go into Fortress, then go into Hippowdon, like try and Toxic Stall me. So that's bad. So I just went into Latias, knowing that after Calm Mind and Psyshock and blah blah blah. By the way, I was right. It's Tormentran. With all that stuff, I mean, really, this thing can't do anything to me unless he does have Roar. And if he does have Roar, I guess I could just fodder the rest of my team until Latias. Like, really, what could Hippowdon do? Actually, Hippowdon could do a lot. So I'm happy he switched into that thing. But if Hippowdon came in, then close combat everything, and I would have enough page. I don't know. Point is, I wanted to just Calm Mind everything to death, and Dragon Pulse, and Psyshock, and whatever. The problem is that Ace would not let that happen. He went into Heatran, and he just stalled me. Like, he didn't PP stall me. It's not going in his favor. He's obviously going to lose, because I have Dragon Pulse, Psyshock, Calm Mind, and Recover. And this is a Heatran without Roar. So the fact that he's trying to do this is just kind of sad. It's really not doing anything. He even admitted, I'm just here to waste your time. So here we are doing this. And trust me, it's not fun. In fact, it's kind of boring. In fact, I had to leave which was kind of annoying that I actually had to play this out. And he wouldn't just run. No, he would be he was trying to be a bitch about it. So here we are, calm minding, dragon pulsing, recovering, and Psy-shocking due to the fact that I have frickin' Torment. So that sucks. But yeah. There's that. So how are you guys today? I'm doing pretty good. Won a battle, 3-0. Except this guy would just not die. He just wouldn't die. Fuck Heatran, dude. This is the exact reason why I hate Torment Tran. Torment Tran doesn't do anything except stall. It doesn't even help you. It doesn't even like kill your opponent. It just makes the battle 10 turns longer, which is exactly what happened. So, yeah. Note to self, never use Torment Tran, ever. It doesn't do anything. So, I think I finally kill it this turn, finally. Also, yeah, defensive Heatran. Defensive Torment Tran, which is just bad. I don't even understand. But this thing comes in, he dies. Good game. That is the battle. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stally and stalls. And that's pretty much it. See you guys.